Welcome to CSS Battles, where we all try to solve this problem in the fewest number of characters possible. We're going to have a 15-minute timer, and today we have a special guest, the king of CSS himself, Kevin Powell. Welcome on, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also really nervous.
Of course, we all are.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not doing 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start right now. Okay, so what I've learned last time is I'm not going to worry about length too much.
I honestly think I might do just a single yellow square and then maybe use box shadow to repeat it a bunch.
This is in the website itself where you could do this trick. Look at that. I don't think I need the closing tag. There we go. This weird, obscure BG color property on the body is faster than putting a body block here.
So I think what I'm going to do for this is just try and get it to work as close as possible and then worry about making it short. This one's kind of tricky. Let's just do div.grid. We're going to do a grid. We don't have emit div with a class of G for grid, and I guess that should be an ID because we're focused on making this short, right?
What's the short? I see, here I go. Immediately, I'm like, oh, I got to use the shortest element. I'm just going to use a span. I can switch the elements later. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This could work as a CSS grid as well, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of code to place these with all of the grid. I'm just going to go with like a single square that just gets repeated a bunch with box shadow. I think that's the way to go. All right, let's get this going. So let's style the background. Remove the margin. So background is that red color. And then let's remove the margin on everything. And let's just have a P tag. And we'll make our little white circle and then get that placed in the exact spot and then work on the yellow squares.
I'm going to use a custom HTML element here named C. Reason being C, I'm just going to say C for circle. And C, going to have a background of white or FFF.
Then we're going to do a display grid and a place items of center. Let's just say that my ID of G has a background of green for now, so I can see it. We'll give it a width of 150 pixels and a height of 100 pixels so we can see it. And I basically want it to be the size of what we're doing there. So this is going to be 150, 130, 120.
Okay, so that's one row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 rows. This is so much HTML, but that's fine.
So this little attribute selector makes it so that you don't have to add a class name. It's way less characters. This looks like it's going to need to be a little bit bigger. Let's do like 20, and then we'll give it a border radius 100%. There is our circle.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 children. I've made a mistake of using inline elements in the past with this, but I want it to be short, and I think because they're grid items, it will be okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I forget how many I needed. 1, 2, 3.
Why can't I use C here? I'm going to use C. I'm going to try this again. Even though it failed the first time. Somebody who is good at this stuff needs to explain to me why this is not working. For this one, I guess I could put all these things in line instead of styling on the P. If this is a div, then let's just have this be a div for now. Div, okay, whatever.
Now I'm going to take my grid, grab every single item as a background. What is the yellow? And that's this. Width 10px, height 10px. And then the body is going to be this color here, background. Okay.
So we're just going to make everything in this challenge position fixed. So top, let's do 100 pixels, a little too far, 90 pixels, and then we'll do the left 40, 30, 50, 90 as well. See how we're doing. I can't believe I got that exactly right. So we've got ourselves a nice little circle. And if we submit, I bet we're doing pretty good on percentage wise.
Width of, I don't need pixels, right? I can take that off. Perfect. Width of 10 and height. I was going to see if aspect ratio, but I think that would be more characters. A height of 10. Oh, I need a display grid on here. Display grid. There they are. They're definitely not big enough. Let's try 20. That looks pretty good. They definitely have a border radius. I wonder if somebody could do this with a gradient. People do crazy things.
Why is that not working? Div with the class of grid. Oh, because we have to display grid on it, obviously. Okay. We'll do a gap of 10 px. Okay.
The border radius for this is not going to be 50%. It's going to be something more like 5 pixels. Man, that was a good guess. On the body itself, I'm also going to say style, align, content, center, justify, content, center. I don't know if you can you do that without having the quotes here? I guess, oh, you can't just justify content. What was I thinking?
So let's get that little yellow box on there. And this will be another p tag. We'll give it a y attribute. We also don't need the closing tag there. Yeah. So now I have p of x. Let's also have p of y. This will have a background of that yellow color.
Let's go to my grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's grid, template, columns. This feels long. Repeat. 9, 1FR. Why are they gapping already? I did this once before and I don't remember what caused. Oh, because they have a size on them. I think I'm going to take the size off and then we're just going to say that we have a gap like 5 pixels. And we don't need that. We just need to say 5, right? Oh, I need pixels on gap. Look at that.
Screw nesting. Display block. Okay. No, I'm going to get rid of these rows entirely. It's looking a bit better. Border radius is 5px.
Man, I wish I could do this with a dotted border or something. I bet you could in some sort of way. Shoot, we're running out of time. I'm going to do something kind of funny here. I'm going to do a box shadow where I repeat this same shape, 30 pix, 30 pix. Yes. At this point, it makes sense to make this color a variable. So C, var, C, I believe that's less characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it less characters?
It looks like the width and height are exactly the same, so I think we can actually move that selector up. But if we get it in the right spot, then we'll know that the width and height is good. So we know that the top is going to be 90, and then left is going to be more than that. So like 200, 190, 190 is exact. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat 5, 1FR. Are they the right size? Let's just put my diff on. Ooh, they're bang on. Perfect. Okay. So now though, how can I do this in a good way? I'm also, this would probably be less characters. So this one, ID is equal to T for 2. I should probably just do A because I'm going to have several of them. So this, yeah, that would be a lot less if I just did an A on there. And then we said grid column of 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. No, 5 looks good. Okay.
Now it's just a matter of adding all of these all these box shadows to repeat it multiple times. First box shadow will have a X offset of, let's say, total width is 20 plus probably like 5 pixels. So let's try 25. 0 in the Y. Yes. And then this needs to be the same red color. And do I need pixels on there? Yeah, I need pixels on the first one. And was that enough? I can't believe I'm just spot on guessing these. So it's an offset of 5 pixels between each one. So let's do another one. And then that one's going to be 50 pixels.
This is too big of a gap, so 25. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just repeat this. We're going to say 45. No, it's going to be 50. Okay, so that's the math here. So every other one is going to be 75. I need to get this stuff lined up correctly.
Oh, I can do the diff like this. 190. Okay, good. Oh, that's my problem. I don't even need to set the width or the height. 210. No. 215. Okay.
I can't imagine this is the right way to do this. ID is equal to... I almost feel... What if... We're going to try something else. Let's do a div. It can be anything. Let's do a B. 1, 2, 3. That's my middle ones that are going to run down the side. B is going to be a display grid, gap, inherit, grid, template, rows, I don't like this, but or no, wait, what if I just did that and then I say grid row of 2/4, 5.
Somebody suggested this to us in one of the comments, and I've never used this property, which is WebKit-box reflect. And this is going to be above. And that does work with the box shadow. Yes.
So we've got those. Now we need one more, which is going to be 75 plus 25, which this one should be 100. Yes, rock and roll.
Starting to look pretty close.
If I do above like 100 pixels, oh my dear God, yes. These guys are toast. I'm going to tell you right now, they are burnt toast. I wanna... Okay, I'm not going to do Ludacris here. How many Ludacris fans out here? How many Ludacris fans in the house?
Display, grid, template, columns, repeat. We did 9, right? 1FR. Whoops. Oh man, 6 minutes left. Grid row 5. Grid column 1/-1. Gap, inherit. I did need that extra one. Oh man. We're getting there though. This worked better than I thought it would.
So we've got the top line, 6 minutes left. I am so surprised at how well I'm doing here, and our solution's really short. I think in 6 minutes we can repeat the rest of these. Okay, so this next one's gonna have the same X offset, but then it needs a Y offset of 25. And then we'll need another one with an X offset, a Y offset of 50. Yep.
So I got to get this whole thing centered, which means I should probably, this is crazy. I'm just going to do a translate on here.
5 minutes. Okay. So now let's start hiding and showing some of these. So, and first child is going to be background white, or no, it's FFF. Border radius 50%. Okay.
Now I just need all of the ones on the bottom. All of these are going to have a Y offset of 100 pixels, but now we start reducing the X offset. So this is going to be 75.
It's funny how you need pixels on some things here, but not everything. Okay, and then I can take that green background off. Where's my green background? Oh, there it is. Okay, green, submit. And I think I'm bang on. So that should be 100%, but I'm sure 100% match, score of 600.
What I'm doing here is I am basically just going to create this box shadow that, oh my God, I have 4 minutes. Oh no. Shoot. Okay.
Now we need to figure out what we can use instead of pixels. 25. Yeah, so 25 VW, that's 4 characters versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. So 25 VW, I'm just going to go with that because we have 3.5 minutes left. So everywhere I have 100 pixels, I'm going to use 25 VW. Yeah, they have Command D multi-cursor select. So we'll use 25 VW. That gets us down to 465 characters.
I need to start hiding a whole bunch of these things. So I want to grab, let's try do some nth child. Nth child 2n plus tilde star background black. All of the items that are 9 forward, none. This is not a good idea.
An LI might be the wrong choice. What's something that's 2 letters that has no styling by default? M. Close M. And then this would be my M. There we go. Okay. I'm surprised actually. And then I don't even need that selector. I'm so confused why I don't need that selector, but that's good.
Now I'm doing this more, or I'm going to do it up. So negative 25 pixels. And then one more, which is going to be negative 50 pixels, I believe. Boom. 200 pixels. This is crazy solution here. Oh, yes. Sorry. Beat that out. This is so dumb. I'm just translating this thing all over the place.
Can we reduce anything else? And do I have any extra spaces or anything crazy? So I don't need semicolons on the end. I don't need this last curly brace. That's going to save us a character.
There must be some other optimizations. I'm still just getting 600 for my score. That didn't do anything for me. Okay. I don't know how to optimize this.
So 25 divided by 4 is... 5 4. I don't know.
Maybe it was this thing that was screwing it up. That's what it was. I had the same selector and the cascade mucked up the order of them.
It's looking pretty good. Okay, let's do quickly now. Get rid of this. The span should be an I, and then all of these spans be I tags. Okay, it's not bad. It's not perfect. Oh, I gotta hide these first bunches as well.
Okay, good. And let's move the P after, so that way the P is on top. And I guess that changes the whole dang thing that I was trying to do. My dear Lord. Sweet sassy molassy here. Okay, let's fix these values. Let's fix.
Yeah, 1:40 left. Let me just stare at this and see if there's anything else I can try to reduce.
Let's just try and minify my code as much as possible.
2n red until, oh man, how do you stop it? It's the second one until, you know what, I'm just gonna brute force it.
Oh, that doesn't work. Shoot.
50 seconds, 3.
No, I think this is it. I'm sure the other dudes, honestly, I think the other dudes might have overcomplicated it, like, or tried to do like a CSS grid.
Oh, okay, here's a fix. Box shadow.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm sticking with it.
That's looking pretty good, I think. Okay, how do we make this much faster? Get rid of the spaces.
27 seconds. Minifying sucks. This is what I don't like about these challenges.
The box shadow is going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 10 pixels.
25 seconds.
What about taking all this out? Oh my goodness. Give me the score. The time's almost up. 5 seconds.
I'm not gonna win the shortest, but it's pretty close on there.
Yes!
Woo!
How'd you guys do?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Nice, Wes.
Wow.
Hey, nice.
So I used a grid. I just placed everything where I got it, which is way too many. Like I was thinking like maybe I could do repeating some sort of element, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do grid. I know that. And then to turn them off, I was trying to remember what the syntax was for like ranges.
Yeah.
You know how you can like nth child, you start at 1 and then you like tilde. So I figured out the like tilde forward.
Wow.
But then I could not remember how to like stop it.
Wow.
Which is crazy because I have a video on it, but I totally forget. But
Nice.
1100. Yeah, pretty
Nice.
good. I'm
Pretty good. Yeah, that's sick.
All right, Kevin.
Yep.
I need to. I'm
Okay.
dying
I
here.
I
Come on.
actually took a super similar approach.
Oh, okay.
Wow, 600. Nice.
100% match.
Yes, nice.
So yeah, I did the exact same grid as you. I just used 1FR though. I set like the parent to be the right size in the middle.
Yeah.
And then at first I'd set the same thing, 20 pixel size on them. But then I've made that mistake before where I couldn't get the size to be good. So I didn't set the size. I just used the gap. And the gap gave me the right spacing there.
It was such a mistake. Like when you're using grid, you shouldn't be explicitly sizing your items unless there's one of them that you need to, right?
And then I was going to take the same approach you did of trying to get like these to line up all the way on the side. And I was just like, I was going nuts trying to, like, I was the same thing. I'm like, this is good. I was like trying to think of how am I going to make a selector that's going to do this? And I couldn't. So I just made this B is just an extra grid. So it's just creating that one column there with the 3 items in it.
Yeah, nice.
Man, I should have just done, like, the color should have just been different elements.
Yeah, I treated each sort of as 3 different parts. And then it worked in the end.
Oh,
I was glad
approach.
that it did because I was a bit worried about that.
You beat me by 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. CJ.
Well, I don't want to disappoint you because I'm pretty sure I'm going to beat you. So
Okay.
here we go.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yeah. I didn't have time to optimize mine.
I optimized as I went. I did exact positioning with box shadow. So the little white circle was fixed position to where it needed to go. And then I have one yellow square. And then I have a box shadow of that yellow square for every single other one. And
Damn it.
and then I had time.
And no pixels?
Exactly. So I had 4 minutes left and I was like, how can I get this down lower? And so I had 100 pixels. Everywhere you see 25 VW was 100 PX. So I was like, how can I get that down? And then 25 VW was the same as 100 PX. And I learned this from you, Wes, last time, the attribute selector, like the X and the Y.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that makes it so you don't have to use like a class or an ID.
Should've done that.
I'm very, very proud of this.
Yeah.
I box shadow like you did, but I was able to cut my box shadow in half by using WebKit box reflect.
What?
That's the trick. Yeah.
And so that I have a bunch of extraneous one I didn't optimize. I left in position relative here that was unnecessary. I ended
BG
up at
color.
at the last second just translating a bunch of shit to get it to line up. I was like talking too much about the band Crazy Town during my thing, and I was like, then I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, 4 minutes left? Oh shit.
Wait, what does box reflect do?
Yeah, tell me about that. What is that?
How did you Google it?
Yeah.
No. Somebody left a comment on our very first CSS battle saying I would have used WebKit box reflect, and this was like a month ago, and I was like, what the fuck is WebKit box reflect? So I looked it up. Yeah, it's just reflecting it. So what I did is I made the box, which is just the L shape. So it went using box shadow here to here to here to here, and then up
Yeah,
to.
Scott's used to the L shape.
Yeah, no, I'm used to the W shape. I've won more of these than you have.
Can you comment out line 21? I just want to see what it is without the reflect.
Yeah.
And I'm just reflecting it. And then what I did on this white one is I did a box shadow on the P tag here to cover it up. Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Sick.
I would have loved to try to optimize this.
Yeah. If only you had the time. But you did.
I know.
Well, I got my ass whooped again. That was really fun. I appreciate Kevin coming on.
Yeah.
We're going to have another one that we put on Kevin's channel, so we'll link it down below. Go check that one out as well.